Okay. What's good, guys? It's Marcel J. Welcome to a new episode. Do I call them episodes even though they only go on Instagram? Well, they go on YouTube too, I guess. A new episode of A Moment With Marcel is here. How are you guys? It's Friday. I'm sober. I don't know why I said that. Probably because usually around this time. No, it's like 1. I don't have a problem, I swear. But no, usually on this day, I'm thinking like, oh, I got a pregame later. I got friends that I'm gonna go drinking with at a bar, adult things. But no, I'm being a loner and just creating content, so that's great. But today we are going to be talking about Dionne. Did I say I don't want to? Alright, editing Marcel coming through really quick because I'm about to edit this video. I know her name's Dionne, and I say it differently towards a couple minutes into the video, but you're gonna hear me say Dionne. What was I saying before that? Dionne Warwick. Dionne. You're gonna hear me say her name wrong a couple of times, but just know that I know that it's Dionne and not whatever I'm saying wrong in the video. But continue watching. Like, nothing I say in this video is gonna be shady or petty. I know that people, if you know me, I am kind of shady and petty, but like, I'm not trying to, I swear. But Dionne Warwick, we're gonna talk about her comments toward Beyonce and determine if Beyonce is an icon right now, because she's still really young. She's in her 30s and she's accomplished a lot. More than most of her peers, more than all of her, let's be real, more than all of her peers. So it's very easy for people to be quick to say like, oh, Beyonce's our icon. She's this generation's whatever artist you want to say. I wouldn't compare artists, but like, you know, she's her, she's Beyonce. There's no one who can compare to Beyonce, which I think is what an icon is. You can't compare Whitney Houston to anyone. Even though she made, like, let's say Mariah Carey, back in the day, she had powerful vocals that were on par with Whitney. 2 different legacies, 2 different careers, like, it's very hard to compare. But I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock and we're gonna discuss this feud that the internet's having with Dionne. Why can't I say her name right? Dionne. It's Dionne. Okay, 5 minutes around the clock. So, basically, Essence asked her if she would consider Beyonce an icon with the career she's like generated so far. And Dionne said, it's wonderful to see how she's been able to create what and who she wanted to be and who she is. That's what she said. That quote. It's wonderful to see how she's been able to create what and who she wanted to be and who she is. And she continued with, now sustaining and becoming a big icon that Gladys Knight or Patti LaBelle or Johnny Mathis or Frank Sinatra or Sammy Davis Jr. is, ? I doubt that. I really do. I love her to death and can appreciate her talent, but that iconic status that I just mentioned, those 4 names, she has a long road ahead. Of course, Beyhive is ready to throw hands as soon as that interview, that snippet, that quote dropped on social media. And I see it from both sides, honestly. Being 25, I feel like I'm right in the middle. So I can see what the old heads, what's a more respectful name for older people who like music? I don't know. I'm gonna call them old heads. The old heads who, you know, back in the 60s, 70s, the 80s, they have their icons. They have their Whitney Houstons. Who Dionne mentioned, they have their Gladys Knights, their Patti LaBelles, their Tina Turners. Ooh, if only you knew though. Ooh, fuck. As soon as I said Patti LaBelle, that song popped in my head. Listen to that if you haven't heard it, because forever a bop. But yeah, they have their legends that they grew up with and that they admire and respect, and those careers are like 30 to 50 years. a thing. So it's kind of hard to compare legacies like that to the new legacy of Beyonce, who had the success of Destiny's Child and then the huge success of her own solo career and her own strives in her music career, whether it be creating self-titled, becoming a complete boss with everything she does when it comes to her touring, when it comes to her visuals. Everything is ran by her. Like, she has no yes men. She has, is that the right word? Is that what I'm saying? She has no yes men. She runs shit. That's basically what I'm trying to say. She runs shit. No one runs her. And there's no one new or old I would compare to Beyonce right now. She's in her own lane. She's worked really hard to get to the place that she is. And anyone who thinks she's underrated is just a big ass hater. Like literally. There's no. I'm so stupid. But look, just name me 5 artists that you would compare to Beyonce right now who can perform as well as her, sing as well as her with her vocal range, dance like her, create moments like her. Like, she literally stops the world whenever she does pretty much anything. Like, there's only so many people you can compare her to, and that's why people want to compare her to the greats. That's why they want to say she's this generation's Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston. And I wouldn't compare her to them. I think they all have different careers. But at the same time, I think she's an icon in her own right, and she's just going to get more powerful and more big as time goes on, because she's a very smart woman. Like, you don't have the career that Beyonce has and just fuck it up at the end. You could, if, like, let's say you were mentally unstable, if you're doing drugs, if, like, your life just took a hard left. But I honestly do not see that happening for Beyonce. Like, she has, I think, a legacy in place in her mind. Is she so dedicated to her craft and she loves what she does? Like, I can't see how she wouldn't be an icon, or a stronger icon if you don't want to consider an icon now, 10 to 20 years down the road. So yeah, on the young side, I get the argument. I get why the Beyhive is, well, I get the Beyhive at the same time. Like, they'll hate anyone. Like, just say fuck Beyonce and, like, you'll get, what are they called? You'll get B emojis in your comments. It's not... 5 minutes are up, but as always, I'm going to continue this channel on YouTube, so if you want to watch the rest, just go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. Okay, so back to it. They'll argue with anyone, they'll send hate to anyone who comes against their queen. They're loyal, but, like, at the same time, if you're listening to what Dionne's saying, you really shouldn't be mad. Like, she's basically saying that Beyonce's great, she's amazing. I'm sure if Dionne was gonna compare her to new artists of this generation, she would know none of them. So there's that, but it's just the artists of that era of, like, the Patti LaBelle, Frank Sinatra, they dedicated hundreds of thousands of hours to get to where they were. Like, it wasn't just one of those things where, like, they had a poppin' song that, like, blew up on SoundCloud or YouTube, and suddenly they have a big contract, and now they're making millions of dollars performing songs that other people write for them. Like, they are true fucking artists. So when Dionne says that comment, she's saying it in the vein of a true artist herself. What am I talking about? I haven't even mentioned what she's done. So Dionne's a singer, an actress, a songwriter, a fucking legend herself. And I'm a fake fan. I don't know all of her records, so I want to make sure I have it right. She has 41 entries. Wow. She has 41 entries on Billboard's Hot 100 pop single charts, and 56. And she was the most charted female vocalist of all time, 56 of her singles making the Billboard Hot 100 between 1962 and 1998, which is a long reign. And 80 singles making all Billboard charts combined. So, a legend. She obviously knows what she's talking about, but you can't discredit people who have actually been in the industry, who've actually done their shit, and who people look up to. Like, I'm sure Beyonce looks up to Dionne Warwick, and there's so many new artists or mainstream current artists who look up to the legends, who want to be as great as them. Not just like them, but, like, you know, shares the same success and even more. Let me see her discography, because I feel like I should know a Dionne Warwick song. Oh, I Say a Little Prayer Come on. Do you know the way to San Jose? I know that. I'll never fall in love again. Do I know that? That's what. I'm not gonna. I almost did a lot. That's what friends are for. She has hits. She has a lot of fucking hits, and she has a lot of years under her belt, so she can make the comment of saying Beyonce's not a legend yet, because Beyonce's not on the legend, or Beyonce is not on the same status, the same wave, the same level as Dionne. That's all she's just trying to say. She's just trying to be humble with it. So yes, is Beyonce an icon? In terms of modern icons of today, I would say yes. In terms of icons of all time, let's see where she is at 60. Because I don't get why people want to loosely throw around like icon and legend, all that shit so quickly and so loosely. You know, someone who's hot right now for like 5-10 years, they might not be hot in 2030 when we're flying around on jetpacks and flying cars. We probably won't be. I don't want to be dark, but we're fucking up this country or this world. But I don't want to end on a sad note. So I will say, respect your elders, respect your legends, and also pay respect to new artists who are actually putting in the work to be a legend over time, like Beyonce. Seriously, if you hate Beyonce, you low-key hate yourself. I feel that's a line. I don't know, Beyonce said, if you play me, you play yourself. So don't play yourself by playing Beyonce by saying she's not an icon when she is. But at the same time, she could be bigger. Fame. That was A Moment with Marcel. We had a moment. If you enjoyed the moment, subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Follow my fucking Instagram. Wait, that's not gonna be on my... Wow. Follow me on Instagram though, because you know, I wanna get that up. Validation isn't always needed, but like it's nice to know that people like you. I'm done being weird on camera. I'm Marcel once again. Thank you for watching. On to the next video. But seriously, Beyonce's a fucking icon. Come on.